So we gain the items back, and then I want to reset fuel item to null. And then afterwards, we want to add an item to the fuel. So scene furnace prototype, add item to fuel. So here's an item, and we'll say furnace data, fuel item. Item is going to be item. How did I do this again? Something to do with the data manager. There we go, is item. Okay. So get data, yeah, this should probably be copied. So we're going to say scene furnace get data class from item. So all this is doing is passing in an item and then handing back what the data class is. Item, weapon, armor. So that's going to be the data class. Item ID is equal to item.id. Can't remember if that's it or if it's something else, but I think that's probably right. Yeah, I will. I probably should double check. .id. Yep, I'm using .id in the other script I wrote, so I'll just go with that. And quantity, we'll set that to 1. So then we're going to say this dot add item to fuel, and it's going to be item, the one we passed in. And then again at the end, we maybe need all of this. I'm just going to add it in here. So the new fuel is different. The new fuel is the same. So we're just going to put it inside here just to describe what's happening rather than what may happen. And we're not going to return. Yeah, instead of returning, we'll just add all this to the end so that it does it every time. Let's see what, if anything, will happen this time. Okay. So for some reason, it seems like when you first select something, it doesn't immediately remove it. So if I select wood now, it gives me back the coal that's expected to be in there, but it won't take away a wood. So that's obviously bad. Hold on. If the fuel's the same, okay. If the fuel's different, yeah, I still need to be taking one away from something. Add item to fuel. So that doesn't remove it. I still need to do that. Okay. All right, that's probably working now. So if I go coal, yep, 4, 3, 2, 1, none. We should expect when I click on wood that I get 5 coal back and then the wood goes down to 4. Okay, cool. So it seems like the fuel is being stored. So if I dump, say, 2 pieces of wood into this one, and then start selecting coal, see it doesn't give me the wood back because this is a different furnace, and it knows it's a different furnace because the ID. So if I use up all my coal and then go back to the first one, which okay, that was the one with wood. So if I got the second one and click wood, it should give me 2 pieces of coal back. Huh. Okay, well, I found a bug. If I close out, what's happening here? After each transaction, I am going to console log all of the furnace data to see if it's actually being changed or if it's just making copies of it. Let's see. So if I dump one in there, let's see. Furnaces, furnace 1 has fuel item, which is coal. Yep, so the item is coal. Item ID is 2. It's an item. There's 1 in there. Click it again. Let's see. Fuel item 2. Okay, so it's 2 pieces of coal. And if I back out of here and then go on a different one, put a piece of that in there. Let's see what's in the furnace now. Furnaces. So we got 1 and 2. Let's see. 1. Fuel item is still 2 pieces of coal. The second one is 1 piece of wood, because item ID 3 is wood. So if I come out of here now, go back to the first one, we should expect that coal is in there. So I'll click on wood, and it didn't give me coal back. So it knows that it's 1 piece of wood in there, but it didn't give me the coal back. What could be the reason for that? Fuel is different. Let's see. If the current item is not null, we'll try and give them the item back, which is what should be happening. Okay, let's just leave some comments then. Console.log. The current fuel item is not null. Returning. There's going to have to be quantity in here. And then I'll just use the item, and I think I can just do .name. So see you go coal, coal, and then if I change to wood, There we go. The current field is not null, returning 2 coal. Okay, so if I put 2 coal back in, let's get out of here. Pop some wood in. So let's see, let's go back here and put in wood. And let's see, it doesn't do that. It doesn't tell me the current fuel item. So if what I should really do is spit out the data, the furnace data when I initialize the scene. Um, this is the problem. Oh, I've got it. Initialize furnace data is always initializing the furnace data. It's not checking to see if something exists before overwriting it. So what we want to do is put in if furnace data dot furnaces does not equal undefined, return, because we don't want to do any of this. Okay, that's hopefully all the problems done. We'll run it again, have a look. So if I go pop 2 bits of coal in here, pop 2 bits of wood in here, hey, there we go. Back here and put a bit of wood in, and it gave me back the coal. Okay, wonderful. Um, I don't want to select last, but I may need to do something here that says if the index is too high or something. How do I do that? Maybe I can do item at. So if the item at the current index is null, then just reset the position or something. What was that again? Is item null or undefined? This item window dot select last, maybe that. Ah, okay, that's in a different different place, I guess. Okay, so yeah, that's much nicer. So yeah, if I clear out that, it's fine. If I'm on here and I run out of items, it would be on null, but instead of it being on null, it just shifts back to the first or the 0 index. So what happens if there is nothing? Can't read property ID of undefined. Okay, I'll put that back in because it's fine. But the problem there was I was setting it to always be. That's a very bad explanation. So is enabled. I've said if the category is fuel, always return true, but that's not really what we want. Or is it? Yeah, I guess you should be able to select null. The problem is the logic up here. So if you select fuel, if the items are different, well, no, if the item's the same, do whatever, it's fine. If the items are different, if there was an item, we will return it, and then we will add item to fuel, which is 0, or null, sorry. So I'll just say if item equals null or undefined. So what is it? Is this going to be null or undefined? Oh, I hate this. Let's see. I did I did the wrong thing. Go straight to the machine, and then if I click on it, what comes up? Undefined. Okay. So if item is undefined, this reset fuel item to, we don't need to do that. Yeah, we don't need to reset. So if it's not undefined, we will add the item to the fuel and lose the item. But if it is undefined, then we'll just skip that entirely and it should be reset to null anyway. So let's see what happens. Okay, that's forever fine. And then I go, oh, need to talk to the lady. So if I click now, I should get the callback and it doesn't break. Awesome. But in the item window, um, let's just see if this dot category is that all it is? This category. Okay, so I should be able to get the category from that. Okay, if this category equals fuel, get all the items like that, and then always push null to have an extra one if we just want to remove the fuel. So even if we have items, yeah, we've got that little one at the end to just say, screw it and give me the items back, but it broke. I'm gonna guess that's because it was null instead of undefined, which is infuriating. Is null this? wonder if there's an easy way of doing that. Oh, okay, not what I meant. Oh my God. Okay, what I mean is JavaScript. Yeah, but I don't want to do that for every single time I want to check something. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so maybe I can just do that. That's much better. That's a bit too loose, I think, but if I do that, it's fairly obvious what it means. Let's get rid of that, and then we'll just say if item, and then same thing, whatever this was, if item. Okay, so if the item exists, maybe this will solve the problem. Looks like it's fine. Phew. And it looks like this is working fine as well, being able to just grab the data in a variable and then use it and manipulate it, and it seems like it's good. So what's next? What have we done? What have we actually done? There needs to be some way in the command window of drawing the fuel. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just a window of its own underneath. Uh, so where would we do that? Maybe a little window underneath here. Uh, all right, let's create just a. I think it's just a base window that we want to draw in, because it's not really selectable or anything. It's just a window. Okay, so we'll rip this window scrollable. And you know what? Not really. Yeah, okay. Why not? So we'll take some extra space here, and this is going to be window furnace display. And displays the fuel item and quantity, input item and quantity, and counting out current fuel level. window, furnace display, gonna go ping, 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 ping. Don't need any of this scroll stuff. How do we, what's the rect? I wonder what, initialize with arguments. How was something using this? Window scrollable. Nothing was using it? Okay, Windows selectable. Let's see how this was being used. Again, pretty much nothing, huh? Okay, so, oh, there we go. So, just passing in a rect like that. Dummy window rect. Status window rect. Okay, this is how we're getting the rect thing. Um, create display window. This equals this display window rect. I guess it's just the full width. Graphics box width. Not category window rect. You know what? Maybe I'll just reuse category window rect. So this isn't mainly the top anymore. We're gonna have to add on this dot category window dot y plus this dot category window dot height. Is this got? Can I just do that? Window. This is going to be furnace display. Furnace, no, display window rect. That's what we want. This dot display window rect. And we don't want to hide it. I also need to create display window from somewhere. Where would we call that?